A groundbreaking house that paved the way for domestic solar energy has reached a major milestone. The Oxford Ecohouse was the first in the country to have an all-solar roof when it was built in 1995. The project was conceived to prove homes could run on free, clean and affordable energy. 30 years on, and there are more than 1.5 million homes with solar. Our environment correspondent John Cuthill has more.
Hidden away on an Oxford street, a groundbreaking house. Built in 1995, it made the headlines.
This is the very first fully solar house in this country.
At the time, architect and owner Sue Rofe spoke to Blue Peter.
Well, it actually uses virtually no energy to keep us warm, comfortable and safe in the house. To build this house, I had so much help from the industry because they bought into the vision, the idea that the ordinary family home, you could have a decent, ordinary life and have very little footprint on the planet.
Sue's sons, Richard and Christopher, helped explain the science.
You see the panels on the roof?
Yeah.
Well, this is one of them. In this panel, there are little light-sensitive electrons, and when the light hits them, they start moving, which makes electricity.
But what is the best thing about living in a solar house?
Well, people generate heat.
So our mum doesn't mind how many people come round.
Great! Party!
30 years on, another party for the original team and the next generation of designers and architects.
I was studying my degree at Oxford Brookes at the time in 1995, and Sue was this sort of slightly legendary figure. This brought PV, low-energy architecture to a very sort of domestic setting. The house could fit in on any street. I think that's part of what's so amazing about this project. It could be everywhere. It should be everywhere. Every house built since then should have looked like this, or at least had this level of thinking around PV and low energy and reducing impact on planet and climate.
With a government housing target of 1.5 million homes by 2029, it's taken 3 decades of PV on roofs for builders to be required to fit solar panels to the vast majority of new builds in England.
The fear always with these things is, 5 years' time when there's a change in government, they scrap it. And this is one of my big things, is that a lot of these things should not be party politically based, but there should be another body that says, right, we set this in stone for 20 years.
The solar house did more than inspire an industry. While his appearance on Blue Peter unfortunately got him the school nickname Solar Panel Boy, it set Richard Rofe on a course for a future career.
I think my mum predicted it a bit before a few other people, but I was actually inspired to get really involved in climate change campaigning. And then now I make videos to promote environmental messages. So I think both the solar house and then being on Blue Peter, despite the nickname, did inspire me to go off in that direction.
And there is one more obvious question: the running cost of the 30-year-old 6-bedroom eco home.
Last month, for gas and electric, without VAT and without standing charges, was £7.56. I rest my case, Your Honour.
John Cuthill, BBC South Today.
Yeah, great look back through the archive there.